What is going on, guys? My name is OBLOCKZ and welcome back to another video. And in this video you guys are gonna see how to build a beautiful wooden barn house. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so as you guys see from the nice cinematic that I put together, nice and simple, that is the house we're going to be building today. So I have this plot built out so that you guys can have an easier idea of like the size of it. So the stone plot is 20 by 20. So basically, if you were going to be building this house, I'd recommend using this plot size so that it makes it a lot easier to follow along with the tutorial. So with the red wool, light blue wool, and stuff like that, I mapped out like the walls and the windows, so it makes it a lot easier for us to do this. So let's get our materials. So we're gonna be using some birchwood planks for the main like build of the house. So basically, wherever you see the red wool is basically the birchwood planks. So if you guys come to the like top or like the front corner on the left, about 2 blocks or 3 blocks over and then 1 block up, or I guess 2, we're gonna have our first wall. So in total this is gonna be 6 blocks high, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you're gonna go all the way to the back, and in length this is I guess it would be 18 blocks in total from this corner to this corner. So you're gonna go 18 blocks out and then build another pillar which is 6 blocks high, and you can basically make this just a complete flat wall with your birchwood planks. As you guys saw from the cinematic, there's like these side windows, which is what these 4 red wool are used for to map out. So we're just gonna quickly do the base wall, and later on we will do those 2 side windows, but first we're gonna just focus on getting the basic roof done and all of the walls. So once you have your first wall, you just want to skip over 6 blocks, and this is going to be our other wall, and it's also going to be 6 blocks high, just like that. So it should level out, and you should have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 blocks, and then you can leave 1 space where you can have a doorway, and that'll help us out later for when we are doing the interior for the house. So once you skip that block, you're gonna have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and you're gonna have this go 6 up as well, and we're just gonna fill this in just like that. So once you have this wall finished, we're gonna go over to the others. Actually, we're gonna do the roof for this part first. So the roof is made out of birchwood as well, so we're gonna get birchwood stairs, and basically what we're gonna do is, if you go to the left wall, on top of the block in the front, you're just gonna place a normal birchwood stair, and then on the opposite side just the same, and then you want to have upside down on the back of it, and you're just gonna keep this pattern going, so normal and then upside down, all the way until you reach the very top where they connect, just like that. So you should have a simple roof just like this, and basically you're gonna have this shape all the way down and even over top of this. So to keep you guys waiting, sorry, to not keep you guys waiting, I guess I'm just gonna do this off camera, and then I'll cut back when this is all finished. Alright, so we're back, and I finished the roof, and while I was making it, I forgot to mention that 1 block after the very first like part of the roof, you want to have a little space open for a full block, because this is where the space where our windows are going to be going. So that is just something to note. It's not that big of a deal if you didn't do it right off the bat, because it's just an easy break all the way around all the way around the top of the roof. and you should have upside down stairs on all these corners, besides the ones I just told you not to have. So like right here and then all the way around. So once you have that, you're basically good for the for this part of the house. But we are also going to add those windows I was talking about on the side right here and right here. So what we're going to need for that is just these blocks once again, and these are just here to mark out like where the edges of each of the parts of the windows are going. So basically, if you go on the side of the left house or left part of the house, go 3 blocks in and then 2 or 3 blocks up, you should have like a 2 block diagonal space, and you should just place for now just a normal birchwood plank, and then the same thing, same height across, just like that, and then like that, and there. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to take our birchwood stairs and go upside down in between the 4 space, and then leave the 2 space open, and then another 4. So on top of these parts here on the edges, we're just going to build up 1 2 3 and then 1 2 3. So once we've done that, you just want to do the same thing over on this side, and what we're going to do is the same thing that we did for the roof, just over on this side here. So the normal, then upside down, and then normal upside down, and so on and so forth, until once again we reach the top, just like this. And once you have this, you can actually fix up the roof here, where you can delete the 4 in the middle here so that they connect just like this. And you can do the same thing over here. You can break these 2 and then just connect them like that, and same thing for right here. And then finally you can do the exact same thing right here, where you just break these, replace them, and it should look a lot smoother. So what we're going to do here actually is we're going to have the glass pane. So what you can do is break out this 3x4 wall just like this, and on the inside you can place the normal stairs. So it should have an upside down and then a normal on the inside. And what we're going to do is just break all these blocks out so that it gives like a smooth looking like top of the roof for now. And what we're going to do is just leave it like that, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did, just over to the left. So I'm just going to quickly skip through and do it quickly so that we can get on with the rest of the house. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so while I was building, while you guys can see, what I did on the inside was I made it so that I added these 2 blocks at the very top, so that it made it a 4x4 window space, and the same thing over here. And I just made it so that the birchwood stairs on the top of the roof, or on, I guess on the inside of the roof underneath, were curved inwards, so that it gave it a nice flow to the roof. And that is basically what you need to do for this. So you should have a nice smooth looking roof, and what we're going to do next is continue with the rest of the house. So basically what we're going to do here is build the next I guess the entrance to our house. So basically we're just going to continue with birchwood planks and birchwood stairs. And if you come to the front of the house, you are skipping back around 3 or 4 blocks until you get to the next part of the house. So I guess it would be 3 blocks. So if you go 3 blocks back, and on the 4th block you go to the very top until the very first stair, what you're going to do is just break it on like all the way across until you meet up right here. So you should leave 1 block right here. And what you're going to do is build up 2 blocks of birchwood planks and make it go all the way across, just like that. So in total it should be 8 blocks high. And what we're going to do is break off this part over here, which is another 6 blocks, 1 2 3 4 5 6 in the center, and then you should have this space here. And what we're going to do is build this also 8 blocks high. So this is 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and you're just going to do this all the way across. So I'll quickly skip across or skip forward for you guys. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm back and I finished the wall all the way across, and basically what that leaves for us to do is the same roof technique, just right over to the right. So basically you just do the exact same thing. It's going to be the exact same distance in between, so it should be I think 3 blocks, I guess, to the very top. So it should be one like row here, one second row here, and then the third row, and this would be the center where they connect. So you go another 1 row, 2 row, and then the third row where they connect, just like that. And what you're going to do is the exact same thing that we did right here, except there's not going to be any kind of popping out part here like this. So you should do the exact same thing on the inside, where you leave 1 block. I guess you would leave 1 block. So I'm gonna do the roof for this part, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I just finished the roof for the second part of the house, and I decided not to do anything on the inside yet, just because it's a little bit different compared to this part over here. So if you guys didn't notice already, that the light blue wool represents where our glass is going to be going. So as you guys can see, the sizes are definitely different instead of the part on the left. So basically what we're going to do is, in this little spot right here, we're going to break all 3 of these and then just build this all the way up until we reach the very top of the roof. And you're just going to want to place this inside, and then break this 1 block and bring it all the way up to the top. So what you're going to do is kind of the exact same thing over here. So just break this 1 right here, so it should be 1 and then 2 window spots and then 3 normal walls. So just build this all the way up to the top, and it should fit in nicely. And then just break these 3 if you have them, and then build this all the way up to the top until it reaches all the parts, just like that, so it fits nice and smoothly. So once we have this, I think we're good to start putting in windows. But before we do that, we're just gonna add the the upside down stairs on all the corners, or sorry, yeah, I guess all of the corners except for these 3 right here, just like that. And we're gonna bring these all the way across, just like that. And then if you're doing it on this side, just upside down. Yeah, keep going, you can keep going for now, and then all the way up across the top, but leave this spot open, and then leave that last spot open, and then all the way across, just like that. So now we are actually ready to do windows. So I didn't do anything special with the windows at all, it's just normal glass. But what is a little bit different is that I took glowstone and I took anvils, and this is going to be our basic, our main like part for light. So they're all going to be underneath the windows. So basically what we're going to do is, if you go to the spots where there's windows, you just want to break wherever the space is, and place birchwood planks, just like that. So in this case, you'd break all 6 of these blocks on the bottom, and then just put the birchwood planks just like that. And you're gonna do the same thing over there and over there. But basically what we're gonna do is, if you go 1 block down and then another block down, on this second layer here, we're gonna place glowstone all the way across the bottom, just like that. And then on top of them, we're gonna place I guess sideways anvil, so it doesn't portray too much light, and we still add a nice little texture underneath our glass. So I think it looks very good, and it's a nice way to portray light in your homes. So you're just going to do the same thing over here. So down on this second layer, just place the glowstone and then anvils on top. And we're going to do the exact same thing over on this side. So break these 2 blocks, some birchwood on the sides, and then glowstone underneath, and then anvils on top. And then finally on the last window, you can break all of these down, and then birchwood on the sides, glowstone all the way across, and then anvils on top, just like that. And then you guys can just quickly fill in the glass just right on top, and make sure it goes all the way to the top of the roof, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing in these spaces here. And now if you guys realize, it makes a lot of sense to not have put the stairs upside down in this space, so that we can slot our glass right in there, and it should look very nice, just like that. And then there's also the two fronts of the house, I guess, where we're gonna place the rest of our glass. Now, if you guys are building this house in survival, obviously you guys are not going to have this many anvils, but if you do, then props to you and good job. But if not, then you don't need glowstone. You can just put torches around your house. But if you guys are building this in creative, then this is a perfect way to have light in your home. So once we have our glass just all filled in, you guys are probably wondering why isn't there no glass in here yet, and that's what we're going to do now. But instead of using these glass blocks, we're going to have glass panes instead. So you're basically just going to place it on top of these stairs, and make sure it goes all the way to the top, just like that. So you should have a 4x4 glass pane kind of window, and so it should look like that. And you can just do the exact same thing over on this side. So one block back on top of the stairs, and just go all the way up to the top, and make sure it goes all the way across. And this is a personal preference, but if you guys want, you can bring these blocks down one more time so that it looks a lot smoother instead of having them hidden behind the blocks. So it should be a 3x4 instead. So for my case, I think it looks better, but it doesn't really matter, so I'm gonna just do that instead. So once you have that, you guys are basically finished the exterior, like the basic part of the house. So what we're gonna do next is actually we're gonna head inside, and we're gonna kind of we're gonna fill it up with furniture and stuff like that. And then at the very end, we will do some exterior work. So once you walk in, you probably realize that there's a huge space going all the way up to the top. And what we're going to do is just break this block, and you can just bring this down. It doesn't really matter how many. If you want to fit a door in here, then I guess you could bring it down all the way down here. But because I'm not going to be putting in a door, because this is specifically for creative purposes, I'm going to leave around 4 blocks of height, and that should work fine. If you guys built the 20x20 stone plot, what I'm about to do is gonna look very nice. So in this texture pack, which is by the way the Builds Creative Flows custom version, I guess, texture pack, the blocks look very nice, and I'm gonna be using diorite right here, where we're just gonna break these blocks out and have them go all the way through the house. So they should line up with these this double window right here, and we're just gonna bring that all the way across, just like that. And it adds a lot to the floor. I think it's a lot better looking compared to just a boring old stone floor. So what we're gonna do is the same thing over here, where it's just 1 2 3 4 5 by 6, and we're just gonna fill this in completely with diorite. And this is where our bedroom is gonna be. So you guys don't have to follow this exactly, but you guys can do whatever you guys want, and it should look fine. So once we have this mapped out, we're gonna do one more thing, where we're gonna grab oak wood and just 2 blocks and just another 2 by 6 little kind of accent to the floor, and this will look a lot better when we start furnishing. So this little red wall, you guys are probably curious what we're doing with it, but no, we're not going to be using birchwood planks. We're actually going to be using light gray stained clay. If it's easier to get light gray wool, it should work just as well. And what we're basically going to do is just build it up 3 high, so it should be 3x4, just like that. I'm just quickly set my time today, and Now that I'm realizing it, this is probably a lot more bare since it's a lot bigger. And what I did on the model that I built before doing this, I grabbed glass panes and one block underneath, like right underneath the stairs. 2 blocks in, I built this simple, or I guess it would be 3 blocks. I built a simple little window just to add a little bit to the side of the house since it's kind of empty. And on the inside, I took the stairs and just put them underneath, facing inwards, so it, I don't know, it gives a little bit more detail to it, and it looks a lot better. So that is optional. You guys can just leave that empty if you guys would prefer, but I think it looks a lot better. And basically, we're gonna start on the inside here, where we're gonna make our bedroom. Now, because this house is a very simple and minimalist design, I didn't really do much for the interior. Like, there's not a lot going on, and I think that makes the house look a lot better. So because I'm building this creative and not planning this for survival, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build this snow bed, where basically I'm gonna place 1 2 3 I guess 1 2 3 4, and then it's just basically a half slab of snow, and then just 3 by 3 at the bottom. So it should create this nice sleek looking bed. And I like doing these kind of things, and so does the rest of the building community. So I think it looks very nice, and it adds a lot to this room, or this part of the house. So right beside the bed, I'm actually going to grab some light gray carpet, and I'm going to place it right beside it, and then one right behind. And I think it looks very nice and adds a little bit of depth to it, as you guys can see that the carpet pops off the floor. So this would be very empty without a wardrobe. So what I did for the wardrobe, or kind of like the closet kind of, is I took stone bricks and stone brick slabs and a stone button. And what I did was I placed 3 blocks and then a slab, and then just put a button on the this part right here. You could even just make it 3 blocks high, but I think it looks better with stone brick slabs on top. And then one last thing is that because this is built by me, I have to have a signature fern in the pot. So I'm just going to hide that right there, and I think it looks very nice. So this wall is a little bare, so what I did in the model home that I built, I put just a single painting right here, but I don't know if I'm gonna, oh, there you go, I got it. So I just put this custom little painting, and I think it looks very nice. So this is actually just what we're gonna be doing for our bedroom. So it's very simple, but I think it looks very nice. So the next thing we have here is we are gonna be building a kind of like a living room area, where there'll be a couple chairs and a TV. So this TV design is very minimalist, and something I figured out just recently, and I think it looks very nice. So basically what we're going to do is just place 3 glass or black glass panes just right next to each other. And if you guys think that like this looks really bad, and I think it does too, what you can do to fix that is, if you grab your birchwood stairs, if you just break the block behind it, and then the 3 behind it, I guess, you guys would realize that we were looking outside and then into the next room and then into a window. But what you can do is just place a normal stair and then just curve it around like that, so it should still connect. And then if you put the glass pane on top, it doesn't connect at the back, and it gives you a nice looking, kind of like a widescreen, like a nice little widescreen TV. So I think it looks very nice. But if you guys can't do this with black glass panes, you guys can just use the Build's Creative Texture Pack and use the TV painting that is provided in it. So if you guys are building this in survival, then that should work fine. So what I'm going to do is just grab stone slabs, some snow. Because of this texture pack, I can use the acacia wood planks, but as you guys realize, this is basically just a solid block of snow basically. So it looks really nice, and they did the exact same thing with the slabs and the stairs. So we don't actually, now I realize we don't actually need the planks, but we need the stairs and the slab. So what we're gonna do is just quickly toggle this downfall so that it stops looking very depressing looking. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build 2 little chairs and then a little coffee table kind of. So what we're gonna do is, if you go in this corner, I'm just gonna place a stair like that, and then like this, acacia wood slabs, and then 3 snow like that. And then right here we're gonna place 3 of those, or 2 of those, 3 snow, a normal stair, curve it around, and then just like that we should have 2 little seats. And then with our stone slabs we can build a nice little coffee table just like that. So it looks very simple, but I think it looks really nice. So it should work in this house, and I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. So over like right here, this is a little empty, but I think it's better because since I put the chair basically right in front of this doorway, it leaves a lot more space to walk around into your bedroom. So now that we have this all sorted out, I'm gonna quickly customize this so that it looks a little bit better. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna build this down at least 1 or 2. I'm thinking 1, just 1 should be fine. And then on the top of it, just place a normal stair, and then, or I guess an upside down one, and then build blocks all the way up. So it should add like this kind of rounded looking doorway, and I think it looks really nice. So we're gonna do that, and then this leads us to a kitchen area. So once you walk in, I'm actually gonna add a black carpet. So I'm just gonna take the black carpet, and then I'm thinking either just something like this or something that goes all the way across. I'm probably just these 4, just like that. Yeah, we're gonna do something like this, maybe, or no, let's put it all the way across, just like that. Yeah, let's leave it like that. So we have this nice little black carpet, and then what we're gonna do is make a kitchen area with like a little seating area as well for eating your food, I guess. So what we're gonna do is take our cobblestone slabs, blocks, and stairs, and then we're gonna take iron blocks and some buttons, levers, and I didn't realize there was glass panes in there. This should be fine for our base kitchen. So I'm just gonna quickly change the time to a brighter day, and then what we're gonna do is build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. I think should be fine. And then what we're gonna do is build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's keep it to 6 and then break this one. So it should lead off by 1 block, and then on top just put some cobblestone slabs, so it makes it kind of like a cabinet looking thing. So right here what we're going to do is just break these 3 blocks and build normal stair, and then just reverse them like that. So it should create a kind of like a sink almost, and we can just place a lever upside down so it creates a cool looking tap that'll go right into our sink. I'm just going to place a weighted pressure plate right here just to add a little bit. It doesn't really replicate anything, but I think it just looks cool. So basically once we have this, what we're going to do is just add a simple little plant. It can be anything you guys want, but I'm sticking to the white theme, so I'm just going to put it right on the end there, and I think that looks perfect. And then right here what you can do is actually break these blocks out like that, and you can get rid of all of these blocks for now, except for, let's keep this cobblestone. We can grab a black stained glass, and then we can grab sea lanterns actually. So we're gonna also have stone slabs, and then we're gonna grab a furnace. So what we're gonna do is we can place this stone back and then place a furnace on top of it, and then right here I'm just gonna place a sea lantern and then a stone slab on top, so it should emit a tiny bit of light. So now that I realize that looks really weird for some reason, so let's just put it backwards so it adds a kind of like some kind of texture to it, and we can just place that back. And so it should have some kind of light, and it should look pretty good for like an oven kind of. So what's next to do is just add a a fridge kind of, and then we can create a little table, and we should be good for the inside. So what we're going to do is in this corner just build a 2x3 little place right here, then place a button right there. And I'm going to grab 2 weighted pressure plates, or at least one, and just place it on top of there just to add a little bit of design to it kind of. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a table where I'm going to create it out of cobblestone actually. So let's just grab a block, stair, and slab, and then I'm going to grab snow where we can create little chairs. I'll have weighted pressure plate and then a little flower. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a block, I don't know, place an upside down stair, and then have a double slab and then a block on the end. And then right here we'll have one little seat that'll be three snow levels, and then weighted pressure plate, and then on the like right beside it just place a little plant. And this creates our kitchen, and that should be it for the interior of this house. So we have a nice little living area, a bedroom, and then a kitchen with a little table for you, and it should work perfectly fine. So what's next is to finish off this tutorial is I'm going to be grabbing coarse dirt and oak leaves, grass, ferns, azure bluettes, however you say that, a white tulip. We also grab double tall grass, so that should be perfect for what we're going to be doing. And then we can also grab stuff like wooden trapdoors, and also we'll have birch fence. So what we're going to do is in between this window area we can break these out and then place coarse dirt. And what we're going to do first before we place any plants is if you take your wooden trapdoors, if in between your 6 like area, if you go just one over to the right, or from the right, place your wooden trapdoors. On top of it, if you place even more, just like this, just keep stacking them up until you get to right there. So basically what this is going to do is add a little bit of design and also privacy, I guess, to the house. And basically if you close the, or I guess open them, whatever you want to say, it should add this nice little simple wall. And I think this adds a lot to the house, and I think it looks really nice. So now that we have that, we can now put down bushes and stuff like that. So I'm going to put 2 right there, and then I guess we'll put a double tall grass right there, normal grass, and then fern, and then maybe azure bluette. So just simple little plants that go along the sides and the fronts of the house. So on the side here, we're going to skip 3 blocks and then fill coarse dirt in underneath these window ledges, I guess. And we're going to do this all the way until another 3 blocks, just like that. And this leaves us a lot of room to add some plants. So we're going to put just a normal grass here, double tall grass, maybe double tall grass, fern, grass, azure bluette, little tulip, and a tulip there, and then we can have another fern, and that should look fine. And you guys can just randomize this. It should look pretty okay. I mean, I don't think it'll look bad, depending on if you just place a bunch of ferns everywhere, then yeah. But on the back here, what we're going to do also is use our birch fence, and just 1 block over again, just place this going all the way to the top, just to add a little bit of more design on the back, just since it's so empty. And then we can have our oak leaves, and then another leaf there, and then double tall grass, and then we'll put a flower there. So the last part here for this kind of exterior, we're just going to break all these out, and then have maybe another double one. Well, let's just leave this one to be a single one and put a fern there. And then normal grass, maybe tall grass, and then 2 of these little flowers. So that should be it for this kind of design for the exterior. And lastly, what we're going to do is if we grab our diorite, skip 3 blocks and then place them until we skip another 3, just like that, and fill this in with diorite. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 spaces. What we're going to do is if we grab end rods and then a oak leaves, if we skip 2 and then place an end rod and then skip 2, place an end rod, you can even skip about 3 on both sides, just like that. So you should, or maybe even 4. Doesn't really matter, just figure something out. I think 4 looks fine, and then basically just place 2 oak leaves on top of each of them. So it adds these little nice looking plants, which I kind of snagged from Smithers Boss. So I'm not creating this, but yeah. So basically what we're going to do for the last part is in the very front we can have a 2x3 little area for plants. We can grab oak leaves, put them there, maybe double like that. We'll put a double tall grass here, a fern in the corner, and then if we grab the grass, if I can reach it, there you go, and then we'll put it right here, and then we'll grab a little tulip, and right there it goes. So that is actually it for this tutorial. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys are curious what's going on, why I'm on Modern Tutorials 101's channel, hopefully in the description there will be a disclaimer explaining everything that's going on. But in simple, his recording software is having a little bit of problems, and he approached me asking if I could make him a video. So that's basically it. Maybe I'll see you guys on in the future on his channel, but only time will tell. So basically guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, don't forget to subscribe to Modern Tutorials 101 for more tutorials and let's builds and anything Minecraft related. So anyways guys, my name was OBLOCKZ, and I'll see you guys later.